Good morning, everyone. My name is Timothy Lee Grant. Today is April 2nd, 2024, and guess what? I just did my first day as an actual engineer. I am so excited. For the past 3 months, I have been an engineering intern. Okay, but then today I have been officially transferred over from intern to associate software engineer, and I am just absolutely excited about this. This is amazing. I honestly, I remember working a long time ago when I first graduated from high school. I was working at this place that made medical devices, and I was just doing the simple testing, right? Just like putting devices in a test. And then once I got a little bit more work experience at that company, I tried to branch out, learn more, gain skills. And so I moved from just doing simple tests like that over to doing just like fixing robots and stuff like that. So if a robot went down, it would be my responsibility. I would go try to figure out, okay, well, why is it down, and move forward. Anyways, when I was working at that company, they had a ton of engineers, and it was always kind of like a thing of just everyone looked up to the engineers and, wow, they're so smart, they're so like this. And I remember thinking like, oh man, I will never be able to get there. Kind of like that feeling, right? I was in school, but I just didn't feel like I would ever actually accomplish it, especially because I was at a community college, and a lot of the people at that job, they would start engineering, and then 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms later, they would just quit, right? And then they would maybe go back 1 more term, 2 years later, and then quit, right? It was kind of like that. So I just felt like, oh, okay, well, I'm in school, but probably will never actually make it as an engineer. But I kept going, finally got my bachelor's degree, and then I started applying for jobs, got my internship at this company, and after I did that, worked those 3 months, and I wasn't sure if I would make, or if they would actually extend an offer to me, because obviously I was fairly, like, whenever you start a new job, you're going to be very worried that you're not doing a good job, that you're not up to their standard, and just like worried about everything. I was worried that, I don't know, I feel like I struggled a lot just to understand a lot of the concepts and to actually produce any quality work. That's what my honest feeling. I was like, man, I'm not doing too good. Even though I'm putting in a ton of effort, I'm really trying to, do a good job. I just felt like, I don't think it's good enough. But I mean, they gave me a job offer, and I immediately accepted. I was so excited. So it took me 10 years from the graduation of high school to now. 10 years. And this is like my first actual job. And so the other, like, I had that job for 8 years, but it was, they would have me as a contractor, which meant that I didn't get any raises, I didn't get any bonuses, it wasn't like anything like that, right? This is my first job that is kind of like a corporate job. I don't know how to describe it. Professional job, maybe that's the better way to describe it, where I actually get above minimum wage. I actually get raises based off of my increasing in proficiency, right? I get bonuses, I get 401k, I get health insurance, like all of these different things that I never got. Like before, it was, well, essentially no matter how much you work or don't work, your pay is the exact same, and experience doesn't actually move you forward. And I don't know, I just kind of got into this kind of feeling like, no matter how hard I work, no matter how much effort I put into it, I just cannot advance. Like this kind of feeling. But now that I'm here, I kind of feel like, okay, no, I actually am being rewarded for my effort. I am being rewarded for my skills, right? Like if I study hard in my job right now, I can advance and become from associate software engineer to software engineer to eventually senior engineer, right? So I don't know, it feels good that I'm finally able to, I feel I'm in that professional field and I can actually start my life and start moving forward and start thinking about, okay, well, now it's no longer trying to just survive. Now I can start thinking about actually thriving, actually having a good life, having a fun life, having an adventurous life. Like, what kind of life do I want? I don't know. I haven't thought about it before. Previously, it was just survive, just try to do whatever I could do to actually get some money because I need money and I don't have any, and there's no way for me to get it, and no matter what I do, I can't seem to actually advance. Now that situation has almost completely changed. The other weird thing is I no longer feel embarrassed about my situation. Previously, when people would ask me, oh, so what do you do? I wouldn't want to tell them I'm in school because, I mean, I am 28, right? And so I would be like, well, you see, I'm working full-time and going to school. I'm working here and I'm going for electrical engineering. Blah, blah, blah. And I would just give them an entire story because I knew that if I said, oh, I'm in school, they would be like, you're so old. What's going on, right? Kind of viewed me as a complete loser. And even though I gave the story, they could kind of understand, but it's still like, loser, this kind of feeling. But now I'm not embarrassed by anything, right? Like, what do you do? Oh, I'm a software engineer. There it is, right? Like, it was a complete change from like loser all of a sudden to, oh, that's cool, right? Like, and there was no even in between. It was no like loser to kind of loser to cool. It was just like loser to cool. Just a very from one extreme to the other. So yeah, very happy. Today was the first day and I just wanted to make this video, kind of document my feelings and how happy I am, and that feeling. yes, I feel like I finally made it. I made it. I survived. I literally, like, oh, I'm so happy. I completed my engineering degree. I was able to do it. I was able to move past it. I graduated in high school with like $120 in my bank account. I didn't know how I was gonna get it. Couldn't get the federal loans. Now I just feel kind of like stable, you know, like stable. Yeah. All right, well, I wanted to make this video, kind of document my feelings. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.